before we start, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I pour everything into these real-life stories, and you don't want to miss what's coming next. She laughed at me, right there, in front of everyone. It happened at Jake's 32nd birthday party. The rooftop bar glowed under amber string lights, the city below humming like a distant heartbeat. I had just finished telling the group about the surprise I had planned for Emily for our 5th anniversary. A weekend in Napa, plane tickets booked, vineyard tour confirmed. And the little velvet box? Still hidden in my sock drawer, because I was finally going to ask her to marry me. Everyone cheered, raised glasses. And then Emily, my Emily, the one who still kissed me goodbye every morning like we were invincible at 22, tilted her head, smirked, and said loud enough for the table to hear, "God, you're so predictable, babe. Napa? Really? Could you be any more basic?" The laughter that followed wasn't lighthearted. It cut sharp, slicing through me in ways I hadn't expected. My face burned. I tried to laugh it off, but the sound stuck in my throat like broken glass. She didn't stop, swirling her rose, eyes glittering with something cruel and bright. She added, "I mean, come on. 5 years, and you still think a ring and some overpriced grapes are going to lock me down? Sweetie, I love you, but let's be real. You're not exactly the adventure I signed up for." The table went silent, except for a nervous chuckle from Jake. I stared at her, waiting for the punchline, the joking finish that never came. She just sipped her drink and looked away, as if she commented on the weather. That night, I lay awake while she slept beside me. Her soft, even breathing, once comforting, now felt like mockery. I replayed her words over and over, searching for excuses, alcohol, exaggeration, anything to make me forgive her. But the humiliation weighed on my chest, hotter than anger, colder than grief. For 2 weeks, 14 long days, I walked on eggshells made of my own dignity. She apologized the next morning, barely. "I was tipsy. You know how I get." Her fingers brushed my wrist, the familiar gesture meant to fix everything. I nodded. I swallowed it because I loved her. 5 years of building a life together. Maybe I was basic. Maybe I did bore her. Maybe she was right. But the little signs began stacking up, impossible to ignore. She changed her phone passcode, claiming she forgot the old one. She took calls in the bathroom, voice low, door locked. Her perfume changed, darker, spicier, not the light citrus I bought her every Christmas. Late nights at work turned into 2 a.m. Ubers home, hair damp from someone else's shower. I told myself I was paranoid. That trust was a choice. That love required giving the benefit of the doubt, even when it bled. Then came that Thursday, the day she broke me open. I came home early, clutching flowers for a surprise lunch, hoping a little romance could mend the wound from the rooftop. The apartment was quiet. Her black heels, those dangerous heels, were by the door. Music pulsed from our bedroom, her weekend playlist low and insistent. I froze in the hallway, bouquet trembling in my hand, thorns pricking my palm. The door was cracked, and there they were, Emily on top, head thrown back, loss in pleasure. Beneath her, Jake, my best friend since college, the one who toasted us at our 1st anniversary, who helped me pick the ring. They didn't notice me at first. She moaned his name, the name of my best friend, like it belonged to her. His hands gripped her hips the way mine used to, before routine dulled everything. The sound were wet, desperate, victorious. Something inside me detached. I watched, as if it were someone else. The flowers fell from my hand, petals scattering across the hardwood like blood. Then she saw me, eyes wide, not guilt, not yet, but shock. Then calculation. She didn't stop, just slowed, deciding how the scene would play out. Jake's face shifted from pleasure to horror. "Get out," she said. Calm, almost bored. "This isn't what you think." I laughed. Couldn't help it. Ragged, raw, animalistic. "What I think," I said, voice shaking, "is that you mock me for wanting forever with you, while planning your exit strategy with my best friend." Jake scrambled for sheets, muttering apologies that dissolved into nothing. Emily climbed off slowly, deliberately, wrapping herself in my favorite soft gray Sunday shirt. She looked at me with something close to pity. "You were suffocating me," she said. Your plans, your safe little future." I needed to breathe. I glanced at the hidden ring box, the plane tickets, the life I'd built brick by careful brick, and I smiled, not because I wasn't destroyed, my heart shredded, but because watching her defend cruelty like it was oxygen crystallized something. Karma didn't need an invitation. She was already inside the house. I left that day, taking only what was mine before she rewrote our story. Jake texted 17 times, crying emojis, threats. I blocked him, let him drown. 2 weeks later, the exact anniversary of that rooftop moment, I got the call. Emily was in the hospital. Overdose. Not suicide, she insisted later. Just too many pills after a bad night. The irony tasted like justice. Jake's wife found out. Not because of me. Someone else had seen them at a hotel bar, posted a blurry photo, and tagged her by mistake. The fallout was nuclear. Divorce papers. The prenup she'd laughed about suddenly very real. Jake lost house, dog, half his income. Emily lost her job. Sleeping with your married best friend's spouse? Terrible optics. Emily called me from the hospital bed, voice small, cracked. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "I didn't mean." "You did," I said quietly. "You meant every word. That's what made it true." I hung up. Some nights, I still hear her laugh from that rooftop, bright, cutting. Some nights, I smell that new perfume on sheets that aren't mine anymore. But mostly, I feel something quieter. Peace, maybe, or the cold, clean satisfaction of a debt finally paid in full. Help me hit 5K subscribers. I pour everything into these stories. If this one hit you, smash that subscribe button. You won't regret it.